and I really mean. I mean, I love all my children, of course I do, but he's a good boy, and he really takes to heart everything you guys say about him and do for him. That banner yesterday, he was a mess. He was a mess. You saw the video. He was so choked up. Ricky was thrilled. Michael Samanti, his publicist, was thrilled. Melissa and I are crying like moms. We get Serena on the phone, and she was so tickled. I mean, his mother got a big kick out of it. So yeah. You guys were great. That was a great thing.
Yeah, I don't know how that all came about. I know there's a huge project with it, and that they raised like $500 for it. So that's awesome. But the fans are always going, like, they give back, or they try to, just as much as they get, I think.
Yeah, you're definitely extra mile fans. You go the extra mile for these kids, and they really, really do appreciate it. They truly do.
Someone was just asking, they want to hear more about the Aladdin show. Can you tell us anything about this?
I can't tell you anything more than we're talking about Aladdin show, we're talking about a Peter Pan show, we're talking about a Transformers show, we're talking about, we don't know what we're going to do. So, I thought maybe somebody had picked that up, but there's nothing written, there's nothing, it's talk. The reason why we're talking about stuff is because we're really, really great at parodies, but I can't sell most parodies.
Right.
Starship I can sell because that is ours. But I can't sell any of the Potter musical stuff other than the songs that really do not lean towards Potterisms. And God knows, Holy Musical Batman, I'm screwed. But I gotta tell you, that's my favorite show. I have to admit it. So, like I said, I just threw out the Aladdin thing. I can throw out 10 other things we've talked about them doing. They love cartoons.
I know. Well, you just went to see Airport for Birds.
Yes, I did, and froze my butt off.
I'm going this weekend. I'm not too excited about the weather. It's supposed to snow.
Steph, this will crack you up. That day, I went to lunch with one of my clients. I literally walked out of my hotel room, and I walked the block to the restaurant, and it dropped 40 degrees in the one block I walked. I had lunch with her, and she said, "Boy, are you ready for the ice storm?" I said, "The what?" She goes, "The ice storm. It's going to hit any minute." I'm not kidding you. I walked out of the restaurant. I could have sworn somebody took a bucket of ice and threw it on me. I had chunks of ice in my hair.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I'm from Palm Springs, California. I do not do the cold well. So I got back to the hotel shaking my ass off, and then Nikki picked me up, and we went to the theater and saw the show. It is different than what you're used to seeing Star Kid do. It's very, very funny. I think there's 3 or 4 little musical things. Like I said, I'm not supposed to pick out my favorites, but Chris Allen just slays me. I think he's so funny. I think he's so funny. Everybody's great. Daniel Strauss, who was their friend from college, is a big Second City guy, and they incorporated him and Pat Rourke, another guy from college, into the show, and they do great. They fit in really well. But Walker is so cute in this show. He has Stephanie, you're gonna love it. You really will.
Oh, it's not.
It's not. It's not Batman. It's not all. Not a lot of music. There's some music. The girls are cute as buttons. It really showcases Denise Donovan really well.
That's good.
She's a funny girl, and she's a beautiful girl, and so I was pretty proud of her.
So is it more adults, or is it still the same demographic?
Oh no, it's adult. It's like it's Saturday Night Live kind of sketches.
Cool.
It's pretty. They have this one sketch which is a takeoff on Downton Abbey that I almost wet myself. It was very funny, starring Walker. It's like Saturday Night Live. It's like any kind of sketch comedy show. It's about an hour and 20. There's an intermission. It's a great theater, Stephanie. You're going to love the theater. And, I had a ball. And I went with Nick and Matt and their sisters. And it was so funny because the audience is already there. This is opening night. The audience is already there. And I walk in with Nick and Matt, and every head turns. And they're good. It's like they're stars or something. And the boys.
Well, they are though. To that crowd, for sure.
To that crowd, and it was really sweet. We had, it was a great show, and I could not be more proud of them. But it's very different than what you're used to seeing us do.
I'm excited about different, though. I'm interested to see the progression, so.
I mean, it's like Moses. I mean, Stephanie, you have been with Moses since day one, and you've seen how he's progressed.
Yeah, I also saw him do that adult thing at the pit. That was...
Oh, God. Oh, God. Thank God I heard about it and I didn't have to see it.
For those who don't know, there was a night that Moses did a Saturday Night Live types hosting a sketch comedy show at the People's Improv Theater, and it was a late at night thing, and it definitely should have been 21 and older if it wasn't, for sure, but I'm sitting front row like I always am, all proud of Joe. And there were very dirty jokes and inappropriate things, and I was probably beet red the whole time.
And so was he. I mean, he is such a gentleman. He's a gentleman, and he can swear, and I've heard him swear, but he comes from very, very good parents. And so when I first met his parents, I was so worried because I've got a mouth like a truck driver. And they were just so sweet and loving to me. I thought, oh my God, that I'm the Antichrist? You know that, right? But no, his progression has been wonderful. And his show out here, which I hear you're coming.
Yes, I am.
Very excited.
Going to LA for 4 days. And then I'm spending a week in West Palm. So.
You will have so much fun. And it's a great show. And it's right across the street from Whimsic Alley, which is...
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
I swear, the guy who owns it, I put his kid through college. I know that. I'm sure
well, I've seen your Harry Potter room on Tessa Netting's video.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. That's mostly Whimsic Alley, or what I pick up at the conventions. Because, before I met these idiots, I went to every one of the conventions in costume. I cosplay. I'm just as nerdy as all you guys are. Don't think I'm like you're some little old lady sitting here. I love this crap. I do. I have 5 Harry Potter characters, and one of them is Hepzibah Smith from Hufflepuff. So believe me, I know from which I speak. And the fact that the only person I know who knows more about Harry Potter, besides Melissa and Nellie, is Matt Lang.
I believe you.
So hit me up. Another question.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about J-Moms. I know everyone keeps saying they want tours. How do people get you or him interested in their city?
Well, what's happening is we're Steve Gaber at Live Nation. He's been looking into some venues. It's all about the venues because the El Rey, the theater that you're going to see him at, is a really, really large venue, and we couldn't fill it if we tried. Even if we had all the star kids, it's kind of hard to fill these big venues. But if there's a venue that you guys think would work really well for Joe, and if you think that we could at least get 3/4 full, don't hesitate to email me. I think every fan has my email address,
Probably.
But if you don't, it's pbrady@cesdtalent.com. pbrady@cesdtalent.com.
I just typed it for the chat room.
There you go. That's me.
She held up her business card for those of you who are not watching just yet.
If you guys, the thing is, we wouldn't be anywhere without you guys. So if you can think of a place, a venue that you may know the owners, or it's something that would be akin to a sketch comedy show, because that's what it is. It is not a musical concert. It is a sketch comedy show. It depends on how much we're going to be able to fill up the house and how much we're going to get to see how big the cast is. My big thing, this thing right here, is I'm going to NACA next Friday.
Yes,
NACA's
I wanted to ask
the
about
National
this.
Association of College Activities. And I'm selling Joe Moses Showses. And I'm selling Star Kid, along with Jim Eskelman and Rob Paulson and April Winchell. And so when the show I'm selling at NACA for the colleges, when it comes to Joe Moses, is going to be a 2 to 4 person show.